Have you ever felt that nervous bit in your stomach when your husband leaves for a trip? You know, that mix of love, worry, and a tiny bit of panic. Maybe it's a business trip. Maybe a long-distance visit to family. Or even just a weekend getaway. But the feeling is real. And today, I want to share a prayer that goes straight from the heart, a prayer you can pray to keep your husband safe on his journey. Let's face it, life is unpredictable. One minute, he's here, sipping coffee next to you, laughing at your silly jokes. And the next, he's somewhere on the road or in the air, out of your sight, and suddenly you're picturing every worst-case scenario possible. If you're anything like me, you probably Googled how to pray for safe travel but beyond Google searches and Pinterest quotes, there's something much more powerful: talking to God. So, here's the kind of prayer you can speak from your heart, inspired by scripture and personal experience. Lord, I lift up my husband to you today as he embarks on his journey. You are the God who watches over every step we take. Please cover him with your divine protection. Guard his going out and his coming in. Keep him safe from accidents, harmful weather, bad drivers, or any unexpected danger. Let your angels surround him, guiding him every mile, every flight, every moment. You know what makes this kind of prayer so powerful? It's not just about asking for safety. It's about trusting God's character. The Bible tells us in Psalm 121:8, "The Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forevermore." That's not just a nice phrase, it's a promise. But let me get real for a second. Sometimes, it's hard not to feel like you're overdoing it. Like, am I being dramatic for praying so much? Here's the truth: praying isn't about being dramatic. It's about being intentional. It's about surrendering your worry to someone infinitely greater than your fears. And let's be honest, if we can spend an hour worrying, we can spend 5 minutes praying. 5 minutes to hand over control, to acknowledge that God isn't limited by flight delays, traffic jams, or unpredictable weather. Now, I always like to add a personal touch to these prayers. So here's a little example I use. Lord, protect him from annoying delays that make him miss family dinners, from lost luggage that turns his trip into a horror story, and from bad coffee at airport terminals. Because let's face it, sometimes, but above all, the small annoyances feel like big disasters when you're far from home. Peace in my heart as I wait. Peace in his heart as he travels. Because the best protection isn't just a shield, it's knowing that God is walking every step of the way. So, if you're watching this right now, and your husband is about to travel, God listens to sincerity, not perfection. Speak this prayer out loud. Even if your voice shakes, even if your words don't sound perfect. And before we wrap up, I want to challenge you. Make this a daily habit, not just a what-if thing. Every morning, remind yourself, I am trusting God for his safe return. Write it down, say it out loud, share it with friends. Because prayer is a powerful way to shift our focus from fear to faith. If you found this prayer helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next prayer video. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. God is always listening, always caring, and always present. Until next time, keep praying, keep trusting, and keep believing. Your husband's safe journey is in his hands.